Welcome to Permacal Memories Podcast. I am Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, as most Permacal people know me. My co-host is Philip, or Any Fowl, as most Permacal people know him. Our mission on this podcast is to explore Permacal, a small community in the Kingston 20 area, surrounded by Mar Valley, Roseland, just across the Washington Boulevard, Patrick City, just across the Sandy Gully Bridge, and Arlene Gardens became the epicenter for football or soccer, as some people know it, in the early 1970s. Permacal was also home of some of the most legendary entertainers and musicians of that era. I was still going to Permacal Primary when every single Sunday a triple header was held. One morning match and two evening match was played to a capacity crowd at the corner of Permacal Drive, now Kennel Drive, and Calvick Avenue. These teams, Patosi Rovers, Carawina, Asphalt, Covey, El Furto, and Dreads, was joined by Marvel Uenden to play in the Permacal Corner League tournament. And every baller in Jamaica at the time wanted to play in a Permacal Corner League to showcase them skills as the first officially organized football tournament in Jamaica. In these conversations, we hope to capture the memories of players, supporters, and any member of the Permacal community, male or female, who want to come and share their stories. Your feedback and support will be greatly appreciated on whatever social media platform you might be listening. Thanks in advance. So, we're looking forward for the whole of Permacal memories. So, email us at permacalmemories@gmail.com and contact us and join the conversation. Come share your own Permacal memories. Thank you. Today is Saturday, September 14, 2024. And welcome back to another conversation about Permacal memories. Me, as usual, Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, or any one of those names will do. But I know that. Join me today for this conversation because my co-host, regular co-host, not here with us. Neither my second co-host, Andre, but Thumper is here, gladly. It's Rudolph Thumper Tony Kamika, and he has been a regular member of this podcast since he came and gave us his own Permacal memories way back in episode number 15. And you should go back and listen to Tony Permacal memories in his own words. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe while listening. Our guest today, we have to give a proper introduction because I didn't know until I met her at the Permacal reunion in August, so happy she's here. She moved to Permacal in 1964. The same year I moved to Permacal as a 2-year-old and left in 1972. She lived at 36 and 57 Calbeck Avenue. That's my avenue as well. I live at 66. So I think she lived around on the stretch going towards the football field in front of Kane and Covey. Yeah. But you will tell them more. She moved to Permacal with her brother, Gento, Horatio Blair, Saint, and Tremble. Those must be two of her brothers. She have to expand upon those. And her brothers play cricket and football. She went to Arden from 1965 to 1970 and went to Excelsior in sixth form, and I'm intrigued to know what was it like going to Arden in the 60s. She was friends with Winsome and Maxen from Annandale, who were guests on our PR Members episode number 27. And you must go back and listen to Maxen and Winsome podcast and make sure you like, share, and subscribe while listening. She was also friends with the Blackwoods, the Simpsons, the Neats, Barbara Williams, and the Ferguson. The only name I know from that is the Blackwoods, because people have come and talk. You see about Kane Currant and Calbeck Avenue corner. Thunder came and talk about them. But without further ado, Permacal members welcome Annette Blair to the conversation. Annette, introduce yourself for me.
Yes, thank you for that introduction. I really was not a well-known entity in Pembrokeshire. I just knew a few because guess what? I was very sheltered. My father didn't allow me to go anywhere, and I went nowhere without my brothers. Mm-hmm. So it was just from school to home, school to home. My first address was at 36 Calbeck Avenue, which was right across from the Blackwoods. Like their house was on the corner, And on the corner, I was right across the street. You know, Tough Bar used to be like, I think, 2 doors from me.
Ponderosa.
Yes, the one, that was the first one,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah.
On Calbeck, and then he opened the one down at the thing. So in terms of like my associations in Pembroke, very few people, because my father was just very strict. Okay, my father used to drive a red Mercury when we were living at 36 Calbeck Avenue, a big red car. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And my Saint Aubin, Saint, everybody knows Saint. I don't know if you know him as Saint Percy.
Is the older brother or younger brother, Annette?
Older, because I'm the youngest one.
You're the youngest one, you're the baby. Okay.
I'm the only girl, and I'm the youngest one.
Okay. All right. We're going to get into it.
But Gento, most people know Gento.
Okay.
Because Gento used to play cricket, and Tremble, I think Tremble used to play cricket and football too.
And Tremble is the
He
official.
used to go to Excelsior.
Tremble and Saint, a birth certificate named the Annette or nickname?
Tremble's nickname.
Okay.
Leslie is the correct name for Tremble.
Okay, and then Saint are the right name. Saint, yes, that was the right name.
Saint Aubin.
Oh, Saint Aubin.
Yeah, Saint Aubin.
Okay.
Some people know him as Saint Aubin or Percy.
Okay, or Percy. Okay, well, people hear this conversation.
He was friends with, a guy used to sell fish on Lasquinet. What is his name again?
Prince.
Albert
Reynolds. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Passed away late last year. So, yeah, he had been in the conversation too, yeah.
He was friends with Prince.
Okay, good. Prince wife.
But when I tell my brother about all these guys, my brother doesn't remember everybody. When I tell him who I met at the function.
Well, yeah, introduce me to your brother, make him come tell him Pembroke memories, because since
yes.
I can go out more than him. But we get the connection afterward. Make Tompa introduce himself, and then we're going to we'll just go and chit chat. Tompa, go ahead.
Yes, so Rudolph, Tony, Kamika from 58 Aqualita Vale Avenue. And, welcome, Annette. Welcome, we're looking forward to speaking with you. And, on behalf of the organization, I also want to thank you for your contribution. I'm the treasurer of the organization. And, Lance, as I mentioned to you guys last week, there were several people like Annette herself that gave us funds, even though they only attended, one or two of the events. They also contributed above the events. And Annette was one of those. So I'd like to just thank her.
And name the organization, Tompa, and wait about official organization. Look at name.
Yeah, so there is the Pembroke Hall Lifting
Lifting Lives.
Alumni Lifting Lives. We started about last year, May or April. We started, and we're actually registered as a Florida organization, and we did some good stuff last year. What we're doing is mostly the youth centric, giving scholarships to the kids that live in Pembroke Hall, and attending the schools in Pembroke Hall. So that's what we've been doing. We also we install some lights at the Pembroke Hall High School, some solar lights, so the kids can play at night, and practice at night on the soccer field there. And we're looking to do a lot this year. In fact, we're in October next month. I'm going down on the 11th, and we'll have a soccer competition for the U13 kids down there, and just trying to gradually build what we do and give back to the community. And it only can happen based on people like yourself, Annette, that contributes to the foundation, So we really appreciate what you've done and what everyone else has done.
Yeah, and before I go back to the beginning, Annette, how you heard about the reunion? And because I not shocked, but I was pleasantly surprised that somebody who moved from Birmingham and 72 was still interested in that. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that a little.
My brother, Percy, he is in touch with Ingleton.
That is Patrick Ingleton.
Ingleton, and every year Ingleton usually have some kind of thing about Pembroke, all that. But Ingleton, I think, lives in New Jersey. And he always invite me, but I'm always traveling or something, right? I can't go.
Right.
But I just recently moved to Florida, and I was talking to Maxine, and they told me about it. I moved to
So,
Florida like in December. My
so
Winsome and Maxine, Winsome Curry,
Yeah.
yeah.
right?
So
And
where
they
you
told
coming
me
from, Annette? Where
New
you
York,
moved? New York.
New
Okay.
York. Yeah,
Yeah.
I lived in New York for like 23 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but from when I moved from Pembroke, we moved to a place in Villanova in Spanish Town, and then after that I moved to Norbrook. So I
Okay.
was living in Norbrook for like most of my adult life.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I had a business in New Kingston. I used to have a boutique
Oh,
right
okay.
on Horton Avenue. Yes, in New Kingston, right behind National Commercial Bank headquarters there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not for
yeah, yeah,
Boulevard.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I know
Yeah,
it
my
talking.
wife probably know because she spent most of her time in Jamaica.
And then you see what happened is that since I came to Florida, like a lot of people who used to come to my shop, I went to a place and somebody said to me, "You look familiar." I said, "Yeah." I gave them the card. I said, "Oh my God, you used to have the boutique in New Kingston." I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh my
Mm.
God, my mother used to come there every week. I used to come with my mother." I said, "Oh my God." Then I met another lady. Same thing. She said, "You used to have that place in New Kingston?" I
Yeah,
said, "Yeah."
yeah, man. So welcome to Florida. I'm here in Florida
Thank
myself.
you.
I went to New
Hmm.
York, when I left Jamaica. So, I went to Baruch College and then
Okay.
I worked in New York for a while. I'm at CPA by trade. And
Hmm.
then I moved to Florida here. I've been here since 80, in Florida since 1988.
Good.
So I've been here for a while
So,
in Florida.
so before I go back on it to the beginning, what the name of the boutique in New Kingston?
Click. Klik.
Click. Okay. Just in case anybody hear it and hear it. So yes, I
Yes.
remember it. Yes. Yeah, man. So go back to the early days. I know. They say I moved to Pembroke in 1964. What year I was moving from when it come to Pembroke?
I was moving from Mall Road.
Okay, my auntie
Upper
say about
Mall Road. I said about Upper Mall Road.
what number?
And oh God, I don't know.
No, why I ask? Funny you mention that. Never aunt used to live at Upper Mall Road, 23 Upper Mall Road. And today, me just
Yeah.
come from her funeral. Yeah. Today I was at her funeral. Today it was 93. She died about 2 weeks
Oh
ago
my
and today was her
God.
funeral. Yeah. Endora,
Small
Fenfield.
one.
Yeah, small
Yeah.
world. Yeah. As you mentioned, Mall Road, Maserati. Yeah.
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 Live at Upper Mall Road, and then we moved to Pembroke Hall. And
Mm.
then we moved from 36 to 57. That was a bigger house at 57.
And for the wait name there, for the people who know Pembroke, this what 36 was, and what 57. I used to live at 66. And 66
Right
was,
across at the corner from the Blackwood's house was right on the corner.
that is Cane
Right?
Current
So the
Avenue.
Blackwood house faced the playing field. The
Yeah.
side of the Blackwood house now face my house on Calbeck Avenue.
Yeah.
And as right across the road there. I'm on we're on the same side with Taft Bar.
Okay, yeah.
Because Taft used to have the bar in the back of his place,
Mm-hmm.
the back of his house.
I see most of the photographer was Mr. Evans. Who used to call it
You know?
back. The man used to take photo. Okay.
I don't have an idea.
Maybe afterwards, maybe, yeah.
But sis shop was
I
right
was
there
going
too.
I
Sis
was going
shop?
to ask if right near Sixth Shop.
Yes, man. Sis shop. Sis shop.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
where Sis
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look closer to Chish Shop.
Because sis was like either 30 or 32.
Right.
Okay, I got
Sis
you.
was
Yes.
right
I
there.
got you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So when you came there,
And then you have the open lot. You have the open lot that go across Lasquinet
yeah,
Avenue.
man, the woman that before, because no, that daycare center was there
Yes,
after a while,
right.
but the woman that was there,
Right.
long for a long while on it. Up when me a big
Yeah.
man, the daycare center, the woman that was still there. Yes. I know the woman not yet. So when you come up from a Sis Shop was already open.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. We have tried to beat us, which was the first shop.
That's why I tell you that Sis was
The original
that
shop,
was the
yeah.
one a lot of people unless you live in the bottom side of Pembroke, you won't know the other shop then.
Mm-hmm.
And Sis was the only one I knew at the time when we came there,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sis was a shop that I know. And then you used to have a shop on Potosi, right down the corner. Right down in the corner there. A man used to own that shop there on Potosi on the left hand side. When you go down Potosi,
Yeah, Mr.
right
Lindsay.
almost near to the open land that take you over to Marvelly. The open
Right.
land
Mr.
is
Lindsay
close
that.
by there. A shop was there, so.
Mr. Lindsay that Annette. We know him very well.
Mr. Lindsay, yes, I remember that shop. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that shop
And
was
so
there.
we up at Pembroke, we up on Aqualita and them place and wouldn't know that shop. We have no reason to go on that side.
Right.
You know?
Unless you go to primary school and all them with it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So when you move from a Pembroke,
So
Annette,
when I moved to Pembroke, no, I just passed my common entrance.
okay, so about 10, 11, 12.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
And you
remember
were
the day
which primary school you were attended?
I went to
Okay.
Alpha Prep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then after Alpha Prep, no, I went to Holy Trinity Senior School for 1 year
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because the rationale was that they're not giving prep school children any common
In
entrance
a
because
free
they feel that
place. Oh,
yeah,
I got
you have to
you.
go to a primary school. And when I went to Holy Trinity, I was the only person who got a full scholarship from Holy Trinity that year.
Right. Right.
I want the Trinity for
Only
the
person who
record.
passed a full scholarship.
Right in
Eh?
front of the Trinity for the record, right in front of Sabina Park.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Right across the street. I have a friend who teaches
And
Holy
I
Trinity.
remember when my mother told me that she's gonna move me to go to Holy Trinity, I cry. I said, "Oh my God, I don't want to go to that school. Oh, the poor bad people go to that school. Oh my God!" Because I'm
Yes.
coming from Alpha Prep now.
That's
Oh,
right.
I cry. And Mama said, "No, man, you will pass the common entrance. You will make it. Just go for a year. I want you to get through. Just go for a year." I said, "Okay,"
So,
and it happened.
Annette, you bring up something interesting. What you saying to me now, when you got prep school in them early days there? Because I have sisters there yet, you know. I have a sister who went to
Yeah.
Merle Grove. They came to Pembroke about the same age like you. I think the younger sister started Meadowbrook in 65. And the older one started
Mm,
Merle Grove in 63. And they moved from, we used to live at Town. And my sister
mm,
part of camper down here and to move from a Pembroke. So what you're saying,
mm.
if you go to a prep school in those days, you couldn't pass a common entrance and get free place as them
No,
call.
you could pass, but they had a quota.
Okay.
Right? It was easier to get through from a primary
Ah,
school
yes, I see
because I
me.
feel that people who go to prep school can afford to pay.
Right.
Yeah, because you can afford to pay to go to school, so they
Right.
prefer to give the children who can't afford to pay to go to school a free scholarship.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have,
And when I went to Holy Trinity, they never got anybody passing any common
oh,
entrance. So I was like a superstar. You
you
got
are like
it?
a bright
Yeah,
sparks, a
man.
Holy
Yeah, man.
Trinity. Yeah.
This is the brightest kid we have coming in here.
Wow. So,
And then what happened to me is that even when I was going Alpha Prep, sister and I was always close. Every morning from as a little girl, I always used to go and meet sister and carry sister back up. So when I was leaving Alpha Prep, sister did not want me to leave. Sister asked my mother to let me stay because they wanted me to be there. And when I went over now to Holy Trinity, I went same thing. I used to love going meet the nun and carry the bag. And every day sister used to bring me a ripe banana. Every morning I used to get a ripe banana from sister because I take her back over in the morning and take her back over in the evening.
So, Holy
Nice.
Trinity was a Catholic school as well?
Yes, was a
Yeah,
Catholic school.
man.
It was associated with Alpha Primary. Alpha
Yeah.
Primary, and then Alpha Primary would feed the kids to Holy Trinity Senior School.
Okay. I didn't know that at all. No, you have to me like, so
Yeah.
Alpha Prep was like a private school and Alpha Primary would be like
The
a
Alpha
public
Prep was
school.
connected with Alpha Academy.
Okay, I got it. The high school itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that on it.
We get a lot of. I went to George's, so we get a lot of students from Alpha,
Yeah. So
from
you
the
used to
boys.
probably meet a lot of Alpha girls,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So, what was the difference like on it when you moved from Marlow to Pembroke?
You know what happened? Honestly, with me, as a young girl, I don't know much about the streets of mine because my father never allowed me. Anywhere that I was ever going, I was always escorted. And a lot of times I lived with my aunt in Harborview.
Yeah.
We used to live at Glenmore Road with my aunt, and Glenmore Road, she used to live right beside Blake Prep, which is right behind Sabina Park there.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we used to walk to Alpha. I used to walk to Alpha Prep through the back gate, Alpha High School. So I was close to school. I just walk from Glenmore Road.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the times, although my parents live at Mall Road, I never lived with them
Oh, I
Yes.
got you. I got
Yes.
you.
because I was the only girl, and my aunt had my Vernet. Vernet and I grew up as sisters. Vernet used to go to Alpha too. So I went to Alpha with her. So when we moved to Pembroke now, it was almost like the time that I moved back with my parents.
Was it just you, Annette, or were your brothers doing the same thing?
No, my brothers live with my parents, but me as
Okay.
a girl, because I was
The reason
pure
I
boys
asked, I
and the
remember
one
some
girl.
Blairs. I used to live at Elliston Road,
Uh,
right near Glenmore Road there, where it meet.
uh.
So my mom used to have a bar down there, and I remember some Blairs. There's a couple of Blair family that I know. Some of them were good soccer player
Mm-hmm.
No,
and stuff.
those Blairs were used to live on Water Street, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I know, I
yes,
know. You had June, and you had Patrick, and you had
yes.
Carcel, and you had
Cartel, that's
Cartel used to
right.
play for Jamaica,
yeah,
yeah, and Pure Tech,
And
yes.
Miguel, and
Yeah,
Miguel
and
Blair.
Miguel.
yeah,
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 yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Those weren't your relative, Annette.
Well, they say they say they were my cousins, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
relates.
yes, yes.
But funnily, when I went to know Holy Trinity,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pauline, the sister of those Blairs,
Blairs,
was there,
yes.
and she and I hooked up, and she was like my guardian. You know,
Yeah,
Okay.
she
yeah,
was like
yeah.
a senior, like I come in first time, and she was like, "Oh, this is my cousin." She was just say that everything go right with me.
Nobody not test
Right.
you.
Nobody could trouble me because I mean I'm not used to these people coming like very
Yes.
hostile to me, and I'm saying, "Oh my God, I don't I can't see you." But
Mm-hmm.
then it's amazing. I fitted in anyway, and then I was just there for a year, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it.
Right.
yeah, 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 yeah. So how long you live at 36 Calbeck Avenue? And then
We
describe
live
to
at 36 Calvert Avenue for about, I don't know, about 2, 3 years.
and we're
And I think
57.
so. And
We're
then we move up to, because we needed a bigger house. We move up to that bigger house at 57.
Calbeck Avenue.
57 Calvert Avenue. And then my father bought a house now in Villanova. And
Over,
then we moved.
yeah. But so hold on, when it's a bigger house, me never know Calbeck Avenue have 3 bedroom at the time, or somebody add on.
That also had an extension that added on. That was like a 4 bedroom.
And
Then Mr. Mac owned that house,
where
and
exactly is
he added on.
57?
He added on a second part to it.
Where exactly is 57? And describe what 57 did to me.
You know where the Perkins used to live? Perkins?
Oh, up that side there. Yes, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was across. My house was across from like the Perkins, almost obliquely opposite.
Yeah, no, I remember. I know I get in the bearings right now to right.
Yeah,
Calbeck
the
Avenue.
Simpsons used to live beside the Perkins. Mr. and Mrs. Simpson used to live beside the Perkins, right?
Yeah.
And they had one daughter, Roxy, and I used to live across the street. Now, Mrs. Simpson is Maxine and Winsome's aunt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know Maxine and Winsome. Mrs. Simpson was like my big sister. It's like my big woman friend.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah,
used to go
yeah.
over
yes.
there to Miss Simpson. Miss Simpson teach me how to relax her hair and do
Okay.
nails and cook. Miss Simpson
Mm-hmm.
teach me how to cook. Yeah, I used to go over there and learn how to
Wow.
cook. I used to cook stew peas and rice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when I look cook now, Miss Simpson make me cook. So when Miss Simpson start make me cook for her now, my parents never know that I could cook.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day now, the helper didn't come. And I decided I'm going to cook. So when I cooked them, so my father didn't know that I could cook.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you surprised them.
I surprised him. So after that, I said, no, you have to start cooking.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
But Lance, you hear what Annette said? Oh, she couldn't come out, right? Her father. If that was the norm for a lot of the girls
Yeah,
in
man. Yes,
Pembroke,
yes, yeah, yeah. Cause
they
same thing.
couldn't
Win
come out.
some.
They couldn't even come stand up at the gate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here, having some celebration, independent celebration in Pembroke, right? And Maxine, me, Winsome, and Marie Blackwood, we were supposed to do some dance. We were supposed to do the cha-cha.
Mm-hmm.
I sign up and I'm going to do the cha-cha. My father heard this thing. My father said, you're not going anywhere.
Yep.
You think you're going up there to jig up yourself? You're not going up there. You're not going up there to jig up yourself in front of
That's
nobody.
right. That's right.
Oh, Annette, you mentioned that song. I remember right now. Cha cha cha.
Oh, look here. My father, I'm looking at it, I cry. And I look here, the night when they had the big thing and everybody up there, I could not even go to the event.
You
How you
couldn't.
like
You
that?
say you couldn't go at the gate.
No, I could not even go to the event.
Wow.
But
Wow. Wow.
when I in retrospect, I am not sad.
No,
You know,
it's
I'm
all
not
good.
sad.
It's
Yeah.
all good. It's all
I
good.
my father meant good.
Yeah, as I say, I had two older sisters, and I forget try again for come. I don't remember because I was so much younger than them. I'm 10 years younger than them, Annette. I just don't remember them a god. And as I say, it's different for boys than for girls, you know. As I say, at that era, I don't know what it is like now. In terms
Yeah.
of say,
No, back then none of the girls, man. None of the
you
girls
can't
could
come.
have come out, man. Come out where man, them can't even come at the gate.
So you live
Them
up.
have to march and them couldn't hang at the gate.
Yeah. So so Annette, you live up near the top of Calbeck Avenue, then on the left hand side. I go up. If they live in front of the Perkins, who were some of the neighbors you
Yes.
remember?
I used to live. Mrs. Watson, she had a hairdressing place. Mrs.
Yeah,
Watson
I
was a
remember Miss
hairdresser on
Watson.
that
I
left
remember
side.
right at the
Yeah.
corner. Yes.
Her niece used to live, I think, on Aqualitaville, Pat Llewellyn. Anybody know Pat?
Used to work at
Pat.
JBC. I know the
I
I
name
don't
now.
know.
remember
She
I
used to,
remember that
Pat
name,
used
you
to go
know.
to, Pat used to go to Arden, and then she went away to Howard University with Fenton Ferguson
Yes.
and Millicent,
And
and all of
Fenton
them went to
Ferguson, I know
school
the
together.
doctor we used to run after our son by him. That
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
politician
man.
Fenton Ferguson. Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
that's Fenton. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Liver
Yes,
from
that's
McCall, I
Fenton.
never know that. Yeah.
Yeah, they lived there right at Pembroke Drive. The
Mm-hmm.
mother used to have the Royal Mail contract. All the Royal Mail vans
Oh,
used to park over there. And she
yes.
used to be the JP.
Right.
Oh,
Anything you want signed, she would sign. Get it. You get it signed by Miss Ferguson.
yeah. Right at the corner, out there in front of the football field. I remember the Royal Mail
Yeah,
van and
right at
Brightest.
the
Yeah.
corner there. Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't know that.
that's where the Fergusons used to live.
So who else you remember apart from the Perkins? Them? You didn't know Colleen, the older sister?
Where the Perkins?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Colleen. I know all of them. Colleen. The little brother was Jerry, right?
Jerry, the littlest one, yes, and then the older brother.
Jerry, Angelo.
Andrew was the older one, yeah.
Angela, Denise. Denise was the one who was a little retarded.
Yeah, I remember her, yes.
And you have Marva.
Yeah.
And they had some little girl that they adopted named Desreen.
Mm-hmm.
She was very dark. Desreen, it was I think it was some distant relative. They adopted Desreen.
I think
Terry.
Terry was her nickname.
No, Terry is a sister. Terry is a sister too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Terry is a sister. And they had a grandma named Granny Vivi.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. I just
Yeah, Granny Vivi was always sick. She never come out of the house. She always had diabetes and she always had problems with her foot.
Mm-hmm.
Granny Vivi. I remember Granny Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
And then on that side now, you had the Perkins. The Perkins was there. Then you have the Garricks used to live right beside the Perkins.
Yeah, man, I know the Garrett.
And then the Finleys used to live right beside
all
the Garricks.
People I know, yes. The Garrett
and
sons.
then the Neats.
The who? The Neats?
Neats used to live right beside. But after the Neats went away, then the Mitchells moved into that house.
Yeah.
The Meats?
After the Neats went away.
The Neats, Thumper. N-E-A-T-S, Annette, that's spelling that right? The Neats?
Yes.
Oh.
Bill Neat was the man, and Ilret Neat was the wife, and they had a daughter named Denise.
Mm-hmm.
They had one child named Denise.
Mm-hmm.
And Ilret had a brother by the name of Sonny Rochester, because Ilret was Rochester before she married named Neat.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a sister named Peggy. Peggy used to live there too. Peggy Rochester. Yeah.
That's some of them name they
And beside them, you used to have a girl named, what was that girl name again? Oh my God. Oh, I don't remember her name. A girl used to go to Arden, used to live there too. And Little. What's her name? What Little? She was something another Little. Little was her last name. And then across from her was the Thompsons.
Yeah, I remember Mr.
The Thompsons. Yeah, Paul Thompson, Elliot Thompson, Master Thompson.
Yeah, man, I remember the son them.
And then you had the Pinnocks used to live beside the Thompsons.
Wow, Annette, all them people name I know, yes, the Pinnock and the Thompson.
Yeah, the Pinnock. And then you used to have Colin, what Colin the name again? Oh God. Colin.
In front,
Lance.
Yeah.
Lance, who Annette remind you of now?
Ingeborg.
and thing that and Lance Adair.
And Lance Adair, yeah, because Lance remember everything.
Lance could have named everybody
on the road, yeah. Me didn't live just down the road on it, but maybe down too far, because I say I come out of the gate. But my sister and Colleen went to Margrove together, and at the same time I got Arden.
Oh,
Yeah. So you know, the Walters them live on the same side like the Garricks and the what the name we call beside the Garrick? Not the Mitchell. Wow, them are gonna kill me. The Garrick, who live beside the Garrick I come down. You call the name a while ago. The Finley, yeah. I'm beside
okay. Yes, that girl Walter. She used to go to Arden.
Yes, the older sister used to go to Arden.
That's what I was trying to remember. That's what I said.
Yeah, man, yeah.
That's just Walters. Walters was her name. Yeah,
man, yeah. The older sister, yes.
She used to go to Arden.
Yes. Our brother and I are good friends. Andrew and Wayne, yes, and them have a younger sister named Lisa. Yeah, man, yes. Yeah, fantastic memory, Annette.
Yeah, man, I'm a good man. I wonder if the Rochester that you mentioned have any relationship to the Rochesters from Annandale, Simon and Tony Rochester, that lived on Annandale. Simon is a both of them are musicians. Both Simon and Tony.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Because they originated from St. Elizabeth.
Okay. So
they originated from St. Elizabeth.
Red Rochester then.
Red Rochester.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, amazing though, Thumper, and even though Annette said she never come out of the yard, I don't know whole heap of people Thumper, and I see it.
Yes, but you know what my thing was? When Maxine and I, on a Sunday evening, we used to walk, I knew all the streets in Pembroke because could go for a walk like from 3 or 4 o'clock, but you have to be back before nightfall.
Oh, so you fall and let you go walk.
That was our entertainment. Could go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Annette, may I laugh because I had a friend, right? Another Pembrokeite, him live on Annandale. Andrew and Richard Bennett, them sister was Marcia and Sharon Bennett and Paul Bennett. Them used to go for a walk at 3 o'clock and we used to laugh at them. God, them a whole hand and a walk. Them go for them Sunday walk.
Yeah, man. That's what I think. You go for a walk. So I used to know all the streets.
Yeah, man.
So the whole of Pembroke and that's what I say.
Yeah, man. And because that things that you do, how you were socialized really have a lot with what you do when you grow up. Because you see me now, when I moved to Florida, I was walking like 14 miles a day.
Wow.
That's how much I like to walk.
Yeah.
I just love to walk. I will park my car and walk long. Like I just came from a walk. I went out for dinner. I went up to Boca to look about some stuff. I came back and I say, what happened? I don't get no exercise all day and I eat this food. I can't go to bed with this food in my stomach. I gotta walk. So when you called me there, I was at the gym. I was on the climb up. I was.
I saw my wife stay.
I said, I've got these 15 minutes on the climb up. I can't go to bed and don't know nothing tonight and I eat all of this stuff.
So, Annette, when you used to walk on a Sunday evening, by any chance, did you come around the football field when the match them play?
Yeah, we never used to participate in watching matches and so. No, we just used to walk and look at the houses and admire the lawns and which house look good. You know, that kind of thing. And that house, I'd like my house to look like that. You know, when you're growing up, you dream about all kinds of things. I remember one of the things that when I used to watch the movie stars smoking, and I said, okay, when I grow up, I'm gonna have my red sports car. I'm gonna drive with my gloves and smoke my cigarette. Well, the cigarette part never come in, okay?
Right.
With my hair blowing in the wind, when you go to the movies, when you fantasize all of these dreams, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so, I remember when I started working at a telephone company, I said to girls, my dear, when I get rich, I'm going to pick up you girls in my jet, okay? And fly you over for a weekend. Those things really keep you going.
Yes, and that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you never play no sport at Pembroke and you never like netball, never play at Pembroke or the girls sport.
I was great at netball. I played netball for telephone company. I played business house netball for telephone company.
I played
netball for Arden.
Okay.
Yeah, I played netball for Arden. I was on the team. I was on the netball team. I played like every position on the netball team. Center goal, keeper goal, shooter goal, attack, wing attack, wing defense. I played I was excellent at it. But here's the problem. My parents had a belief that, look here, these things are not going to make you anything in life. You're going to be a failure. I would go out on sports day at Arden. as in Yensville. That's what the house as in. And
Mm-hmm.
I would run on sports day and I'd win. And I don't go to training.
Mm-hmm.
I could not stay back from school.
Right.
I had to come home.
Mm-hmm.
I had a time school at over 2 o'clock. My father said I must not be home 4:01.
Mm-hmm.
He gives
Mm-hmm.
me 2 hours to get home.
I come from Pepper
Yeah.
Arden,
Yep.
Up Road, right?
And that's it. 2 hours. And if he's not there, my mother have to give a report. What time did I come home from school?
Mm-hmm.
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 That was the rule in the house. So although I was excellent at sports, I really couldn't. I was really very.
Practice.
In fact, I'm gonna tell you what happened when I started out in sales, chemical sales in Jamaica. New, don't know what's going on. Get this job with Surfac Laboratories. Went on my first appointment.
Mm-hmm.
West Indies Synthetics. Got the first appointment, got an appointment. And I, not doing any demonstration, this man was just so good to me, telling me what he wants, what he would like me to show him, blah, blah, blah. And if I have this and I have that, I have that. And I said, yes. And he said, well, I'm placing an order with you. I don't do no demonstration yet. Man saying, place an order with me. And my boss was with me. And my boss said, what the hell is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
When I was
Mm-hmm.
finished with taking the order, the man said to me, I know you. I said, you do? He said, yes. He said, you used to go to Arden. I said, yes, I used to go to Arden. And he said, you could run. I said, oh, you know that? He said, I used to admire you. You used to run for Jens. Well, the man could tell me everything about myself.
So Mr. Garden as well.
He used to go to Arden as well. When I come out of there, my boss nearly passed out. My boss said, no, I've never seen anything like this. It's the first time I go to that sales up on the road, and the first time I write such a big order. I had never seen nothing like this. This is crazy.
When
Hold
one
on.
it? Yeah, finish up, yeah.
You know what happened? Because of that now, I got to report that my boss take with territory from people who not doing nothing. Say, no, I have a new girl coming. She's a superstar, man. Yeah, gotta
You,
put her into this
you
thing.
get you get
And my
you
boss,
get the big order them.
and everywhere that my boss sent me to, that his brother was going to, and never made any sale. I made the sale on the first day, and my boss said, no, God, we don't know what you do to these people, but something wrong here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something wrong.
Mm-hmm. And you see, when you mention the Annette, I told him ever said to you, you say the fact say parents that never met them children want to play sports. That was a common thing. Common thing. Up to my days when I got my book in the 80s, 70s and 80s. Even boys, some boys' parents prevent them from playing sport. Not recognizing, and to the second point I make, don't realize the value of sports. Don't realize the value of sports in the tumble. Where do you, it give you an image and a presence where you didn't recognize the people know say you, Just like you talk about, Sports,
Part of it on the female side is what we know. A lot of them believe says a man thing that.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
apartheid. That's apartheid. Yeah.
Women shouldn't be in that stuff.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's so
Look
like
here.
yeah. Go ahead on it. Sorry.
Let me tell you something about my father. Like, when I start help to keep the house now, one day, and I'm cleaning the floor and I'm saying, this floor don't look shine, man. Maybe I'll go down and really scrub this floor properly, use a brush. My father come in and see me kneel down, scrubbing the floor. My father said, don't ever do that. I don't want my daughter knee to be black. You're gonna get your knees gonna be black if you're gonna look like a girl.
Wow.
My father said, you're not going down, and don't ever do that again. I'm calling my mother. So I said, no, don't call it out because we have the polish and everything, but I don't think this polish is clean the floor good enough. I want clean.
Yeah, you use what do you use again? And the coconut brush you use?
What can I brush me? No, do that thing. No.
Wow, Annette, yes.
Because you want the floor real shine now.
Yeah, man,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. It was like a contest, man, to make sure your floor and especially the veranda shine. But
Exactly that.
on a Saturday evening, yes.
Yeah, man.
No, but I think a lot of parents miss it. And I hope them hear this conversation. And I talk about in the 60s or the 70s, Annette, where it's almost like you'd have the talent where you could have the run, And if you did get the exposure where them girls that can't get thumper, you don't know what happened,
Exactly that. It was just natural.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Yeah.
a natural athlete. A natural athlete. But the parents them never see the value, and you can't blame them because at that time, even football.
Now, I said, you're gonna turn worthless. You crazy? No.
That is the right word, Annette. That's the right word. You have to turn worthless. Especially if you're a girl, Topper.
Mm.
My father don't want him daughter turn work. Is you crazy?
So you say you used to walk Permacal, but I have to ask you a question. I will ask a question in a one of the day at the reunion as one of the trivia question then. I'm going to ask you, which land was the best land during a Permacal?
No, I don't know that one. That one
Okay.
we can't say.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know that
yeah.
one. Because them that answer that one, them that answer that trivia, that we never have an idea what they was talking about.
Yeah. That was Chris Maxwell land. Everybody said that. You live on Covey Avenue. You live on Covey. Yeah. No, Annette, that was. So, you're there Permacal now, and you say you started to go Arden. From what was it like? No, you say go. Yeah, let me ask you a question about Arden. When you started Arden, what was it like commuting from Permacal to Arden? How was that? Kind of walk like most of the people who live at Permacal. Calabar man.
No, I used to walk down to the boulevard when I was living at 36 Scarbeck.
Yeah.
I used to walk down to the boulevard and take the bus from there to Halfway Tree.
Yeah.
And then take the number 7 up. But most times when we get to the number 7 now, you walk it up. You just walk it up to Arden because it's not so far.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you walk it up. If you can't get the bus, you walk it up. But in the evenings when we're coming down, never used to let the bus come down in the evening. You used to walk from Arden to Malines Road and take the bus from there.
I want to come across the 30
Take the
and
bus
43 bus. Yes.
Yeah.
Take that from the top of Calvert.
Then when I lived at 57 now, I used to take the 13 bus.
Yeah, man, and come off, understand, walk through. All in guards at the time that I
used to walk through that open
Yeah, man,
lot
open lot.
there.
Yeah, man.
Open lots, yeah.
I know exactly like that.
Yeah, quite a few open lots, quite a few open lots.
Back then, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You used to call us a Tree Oaks Road. Know exactly where you talk. You come straight though, right?
Yeah, Tree Oaks, right.
Yeah, man, I know that. After a while, they block off.
And I used to like take that bus. Brown used to be the bus driver that we used to like take. We used to like get Brown bus boy because Brown drive when you get Brown bus you reach school quick because Brown drive fast.
Yeah.
You still love that Brown. You still love that Brown. It's 30, remember?
You know the driver them, man.
You know the driver them, yeah.
Yeah, wait for that.
And this is original JOS bus, Annette.
Eh?
This is a
Yes,
JOS bus.
Yeah, I never got into. I never took a robot.
Okay.
I never took a robot.
Okay. No, you
Never took a robot.
Yeah.
In my time, it was JOS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
robot
I don't
came
remember
out.
ever take a robot either.
You never
never
took a
took a
robot
robot.
yet, Tony?
No, never took a robot.
That's a different experience. I used to run. We look at it, robot. They became official after a while. So yeah.
Yeah.
Minibus. So you don't disrespect my boss. Them. And a robot.
Minibus driver said them rude Jamaica.
But as a robot get the name. I said it was the name originally. A robot was in the JOS strike. A robot have carry back and forth. I said the name come out. I want know that name to come out. Right. But I have to ask you this, Annette, as it come up here now. I have to ask you that question. In the 60s, right? And you're old enough to remember this. There was a rumor say there was a 3-wheel coffin go around. You remember that? So, I have to ask you a question. Did you ever see it or you just always hear said gone a while ago?
No, so me always believe in foolishness. I always believe it was foolishness. I know foolishness is this. Just like when they used to tell about rolling calf, and my brother is trying to tell me that him see rolling calf. me say, look, me don't know about that. Me just don't believe it.
I'm gonna tell you, no, Lance. I see him with my brother Luke here talk about him to the blouse like and 3-wheel coffin and go up Duke Street.
Yeah.
Lie.
No, sir. And my brother tell me, say, him see rolling. Me say, it was just pure lie. Me don't even want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense to me.
Me I like you, Annette. I never believe in that. None of that. So talk about your brother them. Are them still around, Annette?
No, Genta died.
Okay.
Genta was living in Canada. And he died like about 9 years now. Since him dead. But everybody else is still alive. St. Aubin is still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not going to know him Sincock. I don't know what to call him. Them have so much names. Sincock, St. Aubin. I think they used to call him Sincock.
Okay.
But Tremble, but Genta, you know, Genta that was a common name that everybody
And
used
which
to call
school?
Genta.
And which school them used to go, Annette?
Them guys was big guys when they moved to Pembrokeshire, you know. Only Steve was going school. Only Tremble was going school.
Yeah. Oh, a bigger man than for you. Yeah.
Tremble was going Excelsior
Okay. Yeah.
when they moved to Pembrokeshire.
Yeah.
But like St. Albans used to go to Kingston Technical, but he graduated from Kingston Technical before he moved to Pembrokeshire. He was working.
Yeah.
Was working and we moved to Pembrokeshire.
But so,
They was work.
we get one thump. I sound like you have something to say.
No, my brother used to go Kingston Technical to Billy.
Okay.
Billy and Muta Baruka, and was
Yeah. But you sound like your brother them was much older than you, Annette.
Yeah.
A bigger man than for you. Okay, I got you.
Them was Sporty was for Sporty. You remember Sporty?
Yes,
Yeah.
man. Them was
Yeah,
a good friend.
Yeah, that was Sporty. Like Gento and Sporty. Especially Gento and Sporty was friend.
And Sporty, you remember?
Prince and
Sporty was friend too.
Prince and Sid was friend.
Yeah. The Fishman, the Albert birth certificate, Albert Reynolds. Yeah. I know exactly where. I'm a good friend too. Became good friend with him. Even me up there, I'm going to go down to check him before he died. So yeah. And Sporty, say you didn't know Sporty before he became insane then.
Yeah, when I know Sporty just started to go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Because I remember one day Sporty came to the house to look for Gento. And Gento wasn't there. And Sporty sit down and I was waiting. And when Gento come, Gento said, "What are you doing in my house?" And first I waited for you. Gento said, "No, come to my house, you know, man." Gento said to me, "Look here, when any of my friends them come, don't entertain them. Don't let them in here. Don't let them in here. Don't want nobody coming in." I think what happened, my father was a very strict man, and so him probably never want that to come and see Sporty's there, and I am there, and Sporty's waiting on him.
right.
No, my father would kill him.
Yes.
Look, your friend come to the house tonight. What? Are you not here? My father would kill him. I'm telling you, my father would kill him.
You want him one daughter.
No. My brothers couldn't touch me now because I thought I could get away with anything. And my father said, anybody touch him, daughter, I'm going to break the man.
Yeah.
Don't touch her. Anything that is going on, if Annette does something wrong, you wait until I come home and tell me. And I will decide what the punishment should be.
Yeah.
Even with my mother, you know that.
Yeah.
My father said, if Annette do anything, you wait until I come home and tell me.
Yeah.
And then I will determine what the punishment should be.
Yeah.
No, my father was very strict where I'm concerned. I believe you. My father loved his daughter. Love him daughter. Him one daughter. Him love him daughter.
Yeah. So talk about call two other friends name. Talk about the Ferguson them and the Blackwoods.
Okay, the Maria and I was very close. And I used to go over to Maria and, you play games, you play Ouija board and all them kind of little games. Little games and stuff, yeah. And we used to really hang out, the Blackwoods. But as I say, I was not allowed, although we were friends, I was not allowed to leave my house much. The biggest thing that I could do was go for a Sunday evening walk. That was my biggest outlet. I was allowed that.
Yeah.
In terms of going to school, you come home, you go to your homework. Is your homework done? Yeah, your homework is done. Did you do any extra reading? Come and show me what you went through. You're doing an exam. What extra studies you do? Because my mother was a teacher,
Oh yeah, what you
before she came to Kingston, she was a teacher.
Okay.
In the country.
Yeah.
My mother know when you come home, she want to know how you're preparing for the exam. You have exam coming up. And she's waking up. So the whole thing about coming home in the evening, and I wasn't allowed to go to, they used to go to nobody's yard. They don't go to nobody's yard.
Right.
You stay in your yard. The yard is comfortable. You don't want it to go. What you anything that it's a maca in here? And a maca in here? You have maca in the yard? Stay in the yard. That's why we live here. So when you come home, you shower yourself, you get ready, eat a dinner, You do your homework.
Yeah.
You do some extra reading, and mama have to know what kind of extra reading did you do.
Yeah.
And she come home and she said, okay, you're doing exam, or you write a composition. She give you a composition to write. She come home and give you a separate homework. Write a composition on a day by the beach.
Okay.
And because they monitor us that way.
And for the Americans,
Especially me and my brother.
for the Americans, well, the composition thump on it. Composition is an essay. I don't know what them call them days.
Yeah, the composition, you write a composition essay, right?
Yeah. You compose some language, some words. That's what we used to call it, composition. I just said that. I remember that.
Use your imagination and think about what a day by the beach would be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, but would you believe that, as I mentioned, a day by the beach? My mother gave me an exercise to do, a composition, day by the beach. I did it. Did you know that when I went into the common entrance exam, it was a day by the beach I asked me to write? That's why I knew I couldn't fail that exam. I knew I couldn't fail that exam when I went into the common entrance exam. It was a day by the beach.
I know, I just said that. I know, I remember.
I couldn't believe it. I just knocked it out of the park.
I remember saying you have composition and a common entrance exam. I don't know why I don't think say a multiple choice in a thumper, but yeah, you're right.
No. That was no multiple.
No, yeah.
No, them days they would never get no multiple choice.
No, you have to write.
This is why we do so well when we come a foreign.
Yeah.
Because you know, as Annette mentioned, it's the same thing happened to me with the CPA exam. You know, when I go in there, I didn't do a mock test, and one of the questions is exactly what I got. You know, the CPA exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Multiple choice is easy for us because we learn. Yeah, man. Multiple choice is easy for us, man.
But may I ask you a question, Annette? Because you mentioned say Winsome and Maxen were good friends. Oh, you know them? I never used to walk a street, and them never live. Them live on an aunt.
Because their aunt was living opposite to me.
Oh,
Mrs.
I got
Simpson.
you. I come look for them aunt. Yes.
Yeah, and I come look for them aunt. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
And that's how I get to know them.
And
the aunt and I was very close because I wasn't allowed to keep a lot of friends, but my father respected the Simpsons. Thought it was a decent family. And, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Simpson and Roxy. So I could go over to the Simpsons.
Yeah.
I was allowed to go over to the Simpsons. Yeah.
You see them test the way appears to make you pass somebody, you know, what certain yard if it's that Mr. and Mrs. You're
yeah, but
exactly.
But Glance, that's why it wasn't a permacal, you know.
No, right.
The only reason my house was the way it was is because my mama died young. You understand? And my father was already living in America now. So a pure man around my yard. But when my mother was alive, if my friends them come there, at the backyard, them have to go, you know.
I run through the back, yeah.
And then can't come to the house. You mad? Mad, man.
Oh, so I say I become close friends to them. What school? I remember, I know they were on the podcast. What school I went to again, Annette? Winsome and Maxine.
Who?
Winsome and Maxine.
Maxine went to Woolmans, and Winsome went to Margrove.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I remember. I know I said.
And you said you did sixth form at Excelsior?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, Lois DaCosta, did sixth form at...
At that time, where's the poll? Let's see at Excelsior, Annette?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on the last lap.
Yeah, I was the founder for the school.
Because I remember when I passed my O-levels, Arden wanted me to stay at Arden to do my sixth form, and my mother wanted me to go to Excelsior because my brother went to Excelsior, and she was so impressed with Excelsior, she wanted me to go to Excelsior. And then at Arden, you know, they were telling her, oh, Anna, it's going to be a prefect here, you know, we have her in line to be. My mother said she don't care, she wanted to go to Excelsior. And my mother kind of trying to fix it, and then she believed in one thing, and she wanted me to change, she wanted me to go to Excelsior. Because she liked Mr. Powell, and she did Mr. Powell, she think a more rounded curriculum.
Which is true.
That she wanted me to have that exposure.
Yeah. Because Arden was a very religious school at the time, and probably more religious than most schools. A lot of people don't know that at all.
But you know, at Arden, the curriculum was good at Arden, because I remember when we were in first form, part of the syllabus was, guess what? Modern etiquette.
Yeah.
First form, modern etiquette was the class for the whole year. Modern etiquette taught us how to dress properly when you sit at a table, how the table must be laid out,
Mm-hmm.
how to conduct yourself at a table.
Hope you use knife and
When you dip,
fork.
yeah, how to use a knife and fork, how the
Mm-hmm.
glasses must be placed on the table,
Mm-hmm.
where the side plate must be placed, how you put your napkins. We learned all of that in first form.
Mm-hmm.
And at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the first form, at the end of one whole year, 1 hour every week, and at the end of the first form, we had a banquet,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody had to come properly attired.
Mm-hmm.
Big banquet, full course meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I remember now with my strong physics self, when I don't know, it's a strict school now. I arrive at school, when if your uniform not clean and you don't have a uniform, you can wear a white dress.
Mm-hmm.
So I wore a white dress one day to school, and my white dress was very short. The headmistress called me to the office and pull out my dress tail. And I had to walk around the school and go home with my dress with the tail pull out.
Pull out
Pull
your
out.
M. The M.
So I
Yes.
would never do that again.
Mm-hmm.
That what's the Annette, you
Okay,
test the rules because them time the mini
but
are
that's
come
the
in.
rules.
Mini are
Yeah,
come in.
when I was in second form now, I arrived at school one day with my hair let out.
Mm-hmm.
Hair let out. So the maths teacher come. I said, "You think you're a big woman? Go and pin up your hair." Well, I
How would we love these things to come back,
know.
boy?
Go and pin up your hair. So I had to go to and put my hair in the plait and pin it up.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
you think you're a big woman? You think you're going to work? You come to
Mm-hmm.
school. Go and pin up
Mm-hmm.
your hair."
He had this trick at most school in that thumper. I never know that until I talked to a friend who used to go ask
Very
me.
strict, man. Very strict.
Him tell me, I didn't know that.
Very strict.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm,
yeah.
very strict. But when in retrospect, all of these things were very important in
Yep.
my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It come in like when I came to New York, right? I never do home and field work yet. I never look after no old people yet. So
Mm-hmm.
I come and I'm here for a week, and somebody called me and said, "Annette, I know a lady, she wants somebody to work. And she asked me to get somebody. You want to make some money?" So I said, "Yes, I don't start work yet. I just come. Yeah, I wouldn't mind make some
Mm-hmm.
money."
Mm-hmm.
So she put me on to this lady. So I go to the lady now about this job. The lady said, "You don't look like you're cut out for this kind of thing." So I said, "I don't know what you mean by that."
She know what she
Anyway,
mean, man. Yes.
give me a chance.
Yeah.
So the lady give me a chance. I'm working in the night now. And the woman said, "Oh, you're so slow. I don't think I'm going to keep it." So I said to her, "Okay, at the end of the week, if I don't fit the bill, I'll go. It's not a problem."
Mm-hmm.
In the third night, she said, "Oh my God, you're doing so much better." The fourth day, she said, "Oh my God, you're so good. You learn so fast."
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that I made a lot of money from that lady? Because why? She wouldn't want me to go home. When the people are coming from the agency who are trained, I don't have no training in this home health aid business, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
people who are trained, she don't want no new people to touch her. When the agent is sending somebody new, I have to stay all day
Mm-hmm.
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 and supervise these people, and I don't have no training, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And you know what happened? When I got the opportunity at New York Life, because I applied for at New York Life,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only resume I really sent out when I came here. I
Mm-hmm.
gave somebody a resume to take to New York Life, and they started me training me right away.
Right.
So I was hoping to kind of hang with this lady a little bit. When I told the woman that I was going, she said, you know that the woman died 2 days after that?
After you leave?
Wow.
I didn't leave yet.
Oh, you
I
never
told her
leave?
that I was gonna leave
Wow.
because
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna start working at New York Life. The woman said, "Nobody else is gonna touch me," because I used to bathe her. "Nobody else is gonna touch me.
Yeah.
Nobody, Annette. Nobody but you. Nobody else. I don't want nobody to touch me." The
Yeah, yeah.
woman died.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
Wow.
like, but you know what happened? That was one of the best experiences I've had.
Mm-hmm.
It brought me down to earth.
Yeah.
It made me value life. It made me value what another person who is not as agile, who is not like me,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that put me in that space. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it
Yep.
taught me patience.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
really was happy to have that experience. It's one of the experiences I've had that really, really taught me a lot.
Yeah.
What years were the
It
what
really
year what
built my
what
people skills.
yeah. What year you went to New York?
I went to New York in 2000.
Okay.
Oh,
I
recently
came
on
here
it.
in 2000.
And that thing more
Yeah.
impressive on it because what you tell me say now, as a big woman, you go to New York and you just say, it's a work you want. You know your experience, I know your skill. I never look down upon a job at all. Just go take it.
Because guess what, no? My brother said, oh, you can go to the job. You have an MBA. They'll hire you. They've been looking for people like you. I said, look, I don't want nobody on their job. I'm not looking for no job for these people to lay me off. I'm looking for a career path. I want something that I earn commissions from and I pay myself.
Right.
Because I used to run my own business. I've been accustomed to
Yes.
paying myself for so many years. I don't want nobody cut no paycheck and give me and them gonna pay me $15 an hour. What shit is that? I don't want it.
Right.
I don't want to work for that.
Wow,
I'm not
Annette,
gonna
it sounds like a woman after more than I got to block on a job. Give me the commission,
job
yeah.
that I'm not paying with. No.
One
And
business.
then them come talk to me in a kind of way and tell me what they've got.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
into
And
that.
put in a can and get this and say, go this, go this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And kill me at work and then at the end of the week we can't get more than X.
No, well, yeah. And I can relate to that, Annette. Trust.
I'm not doing it. You see what happened? I've never done it for many years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
I've
yeah.
been paid
You were
myself.
already
You're an entrepreneur from long time.
that experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes, I'm not coming here for you. No. So I was not interested because when I came here, Windsor Flow Machines, Spartan Chemicals, those people, I knew them from Jamaica because I dealt distributorships for them.
Right.
And they said to me, once you hit New York, call us. We will set you up.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't hesitate. We'll set you up. We'll give you a territory and whatever.
Yeah.
But when the opportunity at New York Life was less expensive to operate, they were paying me a higher commission, but then I would have more out of pocket to set up.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
New York Life, now I have zero out of pocket, and that suited me fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, okay. And you know who set me up at New York Life? Gento.
Okay, that's your
Gento
brother.
said to me, I talked to Gento the Sunday evening, and I said, Gento said, Annette, take your resume to New York Life, go to the Manhattan office. They will hire you immediately. They're looking for people like you.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. Guess what happened? I spoke to Gento Sunday. Monday, I'm at the house, and a woman came that I was at St. Albin house. Woman come to the house, and I asked her where she worked. Guess what the woman said she worked? New York Life. I couldn't believe it.
God
So I
not
said,
sleep,
can I,
man.
eh?
God not sleep. My
God
work.
not sleep. I said, can I give you my resume? She said, yes. When I give her the resume, oh my God, they're going to hire you immediately. Just like what they're going to love this. They're looking for people like you. Entrepreneur, they want people like you. You are the people who make it in our business. So
Yeah.
in 15 minutes, New York Life was on the phone to me and she got to the office. We wanted to come in for an interview. So I told them I could come in for an interview in another week or two because what had happened, I just emigrated and I sent my stuff by ship because I should be living here and I didn't want to come in with all of these things and then at the airport I have no problem with no immigration and stuff. You understand?
Right.
So I sent everything by ship. So I'm waiting on my clothes. I'm not buying no new clothes. I have clothes to go for an interview. I'm not buying no new clothes. So when it came, I went to New York Life and I did the interview. And they said, okay, we're going to hire you. They bent over backwards to hire me because normally they don't hire you unless you're in the country for at least a year. And I am new arrival. But then my background on export sales manager. Build a new territory. They said, no, we're going to they send me to the zone, they make a special request to get this person hired and put me on the fast track. And that was it. That was it.
But
remember my New York.
But
Go on, Lance.
no, I'm gonna ask another question. Because the same year me migrate and come a foreign in 2000. What made you decide to migrate and come?
I had my green card because my brother Godfrey, you guys don't know Godfrey, but you might know him because he never lived with us. He lived with my aunt too. Godfrey he was living in Chicago and he filed for us. Right? So I had my green card, but I never lived in the country. And when I was pregnant with my son, I came here and he was born in Chicago because I didn't want to have to file for him.
Right.
Right. So he's a US citizen. I went back and he grew up in Jamaica and he went to school in high school in Jamaica. When he went to Campion, when he graduated, he went to St. Peter's and Paul, and then he went to Campion High School. When he graduated now and was coming to college here, I find that when I'm buying these US dollars to send, I said, all right, if I go to America and work, all I need for work is X amount of dollars and I'm cool. You know, I'm buying, my business was making good money. But then I look at the exchange rate.
It's exchange rate, yeah.
I said, no, this don't make no sense. And then eventually I have to come here anyway. And my friend who was working at the embassy said to me, he said, Annette, I'm clamping down on his green card thing now. You know? Then, so now is the time to come. So then I say, you know what happened? Let me just pack up and get out of here. So when I spoke to my son, you know, and my son was like in college for a year. And I just wake up one night and I say, you know what, I think now is the time. And I spoke to my friend at the embassy. I said, now is the time for me to get out of here. Guess what happened? God is always good to me. I just decided to put an ad in the paper and advertise the stuff. And can I tell you what happened, guys? In a week, everything in the house sell and the house empty.
Wow.
I thought it was at Jamaica.
Yes, it's Jamaica. In a week, I sell off everything. And the house. I went to Jamaica Properties because they were one of my clients. When I was in the ABCs and services, I was doing like pest control. I was doing like supplying them with paper towels and supplying them industrial cleaners. Right, I had that business too. And I got to the guy at Jamaica Properties and tell him that I'm leaving. He said, no, where you have selling? Him came to the house and I said, these things are new. Him buy the stove immediately. So I had no stove. Him buy the stove. He said, no, I'm going to buy the stove. Buy the stove immediately. I went to Life of Jamaica. Then buy the fridge immediately. So the house now empty. And I started crying. I said, oh my God, what did I do? And I said, okay, fine. And by the time I put the ad in the paper and I sell my 2 vehicles. And I said, you know what happened? I'm out. And then I just, when I came to New York now, this was a clincher. So my brother just buy my house, you know, fixing up everything. So he fixed up a room for me. But when I arrived at this room is so small, it wasn't even like me.
Yes.
I cry. I said, Lord God, I can't live in this room.
And the
No,
same thing
I
happened
can't
to
live
me,
in
you know,
this room.
Annette. Same thing happened to me.
Look at
Me
that.
can't
Like a
sit
watches
from one
box.
side. From one, me can lay down from my bed at the edge of the bed to the wall and touch the other wall, cross the other side. Me cry, me want to go home. He said, no, sir. Wow.
So guess what? They had another room that they fixed up this room for me, you know, by bed and everything fixed up, you know. Me said, look, can I see this room on the door fixed up and the mattress on the floor? I would like to sleep in that room. They said, but it's not fixed up. I said, but I cannot. I feel this is not even big like the closet I had. I said, I cannot stay in a room like this. I feel like I'm gonna die. I said, I'll sleep on the mattress and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Don't worry about it. I will sleep on the mattress on the floor. But that's better.
Yeah.
I have a little more space. I can breathe. I feel like I can breathe into this room. Yeah.
Be claustrophobic, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I did that and I lived with my brother. I lived with my brother for like about 6 months. The lady in the basement moved out. So I told him I'd rent the basement because remember now, I come after 2 weeks I get the job.
Yeah.
And I'm working
Were you in the Bronx?
No, as in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
Yes. So now I'm working with the lady, and I said to my sister-in-law, no, I can pay your rent. I start working. Pay rent. I rent in the basement. I'm gonna rent the basement. Because the lady in the basement move out, so I rent the basement. I rent the basement, and like we had a flood, and the basement flood out. And I said, no, sir, we have to move. This is not good. So I went to the office Saturday morning and I said, I'm going to go to this furniture place and look at some furniture and put something on layaway and find a place to move to because I need to fix this basement and I really need to get out of here. went on the phone and I called this lady who is my son's aunt. I call her up and I say, you know what happened? She said to me, Annette, oh my God, Fancy, I just thought about you. So I said, what happened? She said, I was just talking to Rosa, you know. And Rosa said, I tell her that my daughter is moving out of the attic and the space up there is lovely and I'm going to move up there and make that my space. But, you know, if I was renting this place to anybody, the only person I'd want to rent it to is Annette. I said, I don't believe what you say. I said, I don't believe what you just say to me. I said, you know what? I leave my house this morning. I'm going to La Casa Furniture Place, go put some furniture on there because I say I'm going to look a place to rent because I need to move. So I jumped in my car and I said, I'm coming over there. This was now in Long Island. This was in West Hempstead. I said, I'm coming over there to look at the place. When I go and I look at the place, I said, I'm going to take it. She and I go shopping right away. This is in one breath, you know. She and I go shopping right away. And she said, okay, I'm going to rent you furnished. I'm going to rent you, get some furniture put in there. I know the stuff that you like, man. I know your stuff. And we went and we started shopping. And we shop for sheets and stuff and stuff and stuff. And I come home and I tell the person, say, I find a place and I'm moving. My sister-in-law was a little upset at me because she think I hadn't found this place long time. And I just dropped in and I said, no, I just thought about it. That's why I always say, guys, I always say this. Be careful of the things you think about because those are the things that happen to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not careful on it. You need to know where I think about that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You put it the right way.
Yes.
Think about things that want to happen to you.
Yes.
That's what you really are saying. I think because your thoughts drive what to you, you know, without you believing it, that's I know. Your thoughts drive it. Yes.
Because the story of my life has always, even when I bought this property, and I called the real estate agent, I said, I'm coming to Florida. I want to look at some places for me. I'm coming in, I'm going to spend a week and I'm coming back with an address. She said, oh, you're right at that. So I said, that's how I work. That's how I roll. So I said, find some places for me to look at in this neighborhood and that neighborhood. I'm flying on Friday and I'm going to leave the next Friday. And in that time, I want to come back with an address. She said, I don't know if that can happen. So I said, I know that it can happen. Just put your directs together. Okay?
Yeah.
Work with me. Guess what happened? I flew in on Friday evening. We didn't meet up because I stayed at the hotel, get myself situated. Saturday morning, she had 6 appointments for me. We went out on the road. Sunday, she had 10 appointments. Sunday afternoon, I had an address. I said, I'm going to close on this place. She said, well, let's see who offers. I said, no, I'm going to get it. So I said, I'm putting in this offer. We put in an offer in the space of a few hours. We got a counter offer from the people. I said, I know I'm in. And I stuck with my offer. I said, no, I can't offer anything more. So that I can do right now. And then they said, okay, we'll accept the offer. Can you close in 10 days? So I said, yes, I can close in 10 days. And that was it. She said, Annette, I don't know where you come from.
Your thoughts drive your reality, Annette. That me firmly believe in that, like yourself. Your thoughts, when you think about, you can manifest it with your thoughts. People don't understand that. You take action. Yeah. So, when you come at the reunion, Annette, I was pleasantly surprised to see somebody who have not been to Pembroke for years. What was your impression when you came? I meet all the Pembroke people. Some of them you know, like Winsor and Maxon, and most of them you probably didn't know. What was the impression?
Well, when I arrive into a new situation, I come with an open book. I come with like a clean slate, you know. I really don't come with any expectations. I keep my expectations. I don't come expecting anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be disappointed, you know. So when I came, that's just blank slate. What it is, let's see what it is. I didn't know what to expect. I know Maxine and Winsome, right? Fine. And I said, well, I'm at home. That's my first thought. I'm at Winsome's house, so I'm at home.
Right.
This is my body. So I'm going to relax. I'm me. And that made me very comfortable because I didn't have to say, I don't know nobody. And then I'm like this. If I decide that I'm going to go somewhere, I'm not intimidated.
Yeah.
I am me. And I just, because you see, when you are authentic and not putting on no ears, you're not pretending to be nothing different, life is easy. When you start trying to either measure to
Pretend.
other people
Yeah,
or pretend to watch, and life is difficult.
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Where's your way again, man? Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
me. I'm just me.
Yeah, I get you, man.
So, I came, and once I step out, once I decide to go somewhere, I'm going to make the best of it. If I'm going to a party, I'm going to party and I'm going to have fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
If I come to a gathering to eat, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and eat everything. I'm not going to be, oh, I'm on a diet.
I
And
pick you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
come out to enjoy yourself.
I am in that moment. I'm in that space.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to be with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's my thing.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No.
I always believe that I make nothing I get nowhere by locking up in the house.
Mm-hmm. No, you're getting a whole heap when you
So
go.
did you meet anyone there that you remembered other than Winsome now?
No,
Okay.
no.
And that was
Okay.
But I
excellent.
suppose but I heard that Jerry was at the event the night before.
Yeah,
I probably
Jerry
would have
Purple was at the
recognized
party
Jerry.
and the wedding,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I missed that party.
The pa-
And you know what? Why I was at that party? I had my clothes on and everything, to leave. And I put the address in because I don't know nowhere. Put the address in the GPS, and I'm saying, this address is not coming up. What's going on? And it's telling me that it's like Boulevard and not Drive or not Avenue. It's whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
For that night event. And I said, text Maxine, I text Winsome. I didn't hear her call. I didn't hear her. And I wait a little bit. And I say, not I got tomorrow. I'm gonna stick off, of course.
you can't
I got
bother.
tomorrow. And because I don't want if it's daytime, it's fine.
Right.
But nighttime and I don't know where I'm
No.
going, and these streets are not well lit, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. And you're new to Florida. You're kind of new to
And
Florida.
I'm new to Florida, so let me say, you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
calm
yeah,
down.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about to
yeah.
get too excited with myself for tonight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'll go tomorrow. So I
Yeah.
just took off my clothes. So when Winsome text me now and tell me the address, I say, you know what, I take a pass on it, but I'll come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to come to the meet and greet.
That was the
Right.
Friday night. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
hmm
Yeah, and this,
But then I say, you know what, next time, since I'm in Florida, next time I'll make it. No problem.
yeah, man, this was the second
Yeah.
time I do it, and we have a recap for talk about the reunion. Tomorrow we have a live
Mhm.
show recap, so if you want to chime in on that, you can just click on the link and come in. But yeah, so it was pleasant, it was good because it's the second year we actually do it. You see what I'm saying? This is the first year like we actually promote it bigger than what we did the time before, and
Mhm.
I thought the vibe was very good at all of the functions.
But it was very good. I'm happy that was there because everybody was just. It was really a nice
But
gathering.
like family, man, nobody never felt out of
Yeah, it
place.
was really a nice
Yeah,
gathering.
man.
I felt really at home. I've not known anybody or anything. And I was felt like fitting right away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the same thing with me, all of me chat off my mouth, holy. Most of the people them there, I never know I know some of them from a distance. I give them all Tony Tumper.
Well, Bobby,
Bobby Lowe.
Bobby Lowe. My brother always tell me about Bobby Lowe.
Yeah, yeah, I'm well known at Permacar.
He
Yeah,
always say, man, Bobby Lowe meet up all the while in New York.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And he told me because he had gone on a cruise to Alaska, so he told me that Bobby Lowe was gonna be there.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
nice. But you had known Bobby Lowe at all. Your brother had known Bobby Lowe.
My brother know Bobby Lowe, but I don't know him.
Yeah, I didn't even know St. Lowe's them live a Permacar until we started them podcast. Henry Lowe, Dr. Henry Lowe. Yui. I think I am the glaucoma experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him developed. Him one of the pioneers for the weed, the
Yeah,
ganja
yeah, yeah,
business,
yeah,
the glaucoma.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, have you been back to Jamaica from Macau? How often you go back with Annette?
Well, I haven't been back to Permacal, but Jamaica. The last time I went to Jamaica was 2014.
Oh, it's a while then, 10 years, yeah.
My son got married in 2013 in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right? And then I went back. I went on a cruise. It wasn't really visiting anybody. It was a cruise. It was a cruise. But when I went in 2013, I was like, but because I don't know anybody in Pembroke per se,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? I have not been back to Pembroke.
You mean from me leaving in 1972, you have not been back to Permacal at all? Even when you live at Jamaica, you never go back to Permacal.
No,
Okay. And that
If you
typical.
have no
no.
reason to go
Because
down
you
that
know
side,
why?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, go
if you
ahead.
have no reason to go down that side, you don't go there now.
Mm-hmm.
No, but me
That's
attack
the
even when
thing.
you live at Permacal, Tumpa. When you leave Permacal
When you
72.
leave Pembrokeshire, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have no reason for go down them, a lot. Remember in the lands, a lot of us had left. You know, even though she moved up, but a lot of Permacalites in our time left
No, me
Permacal
attack
and
this.
go.
She leave Permacal 72, Tumpa. Early Permacal days that she never go back. But I think I know the reason why, you know. Because I remember now, as a female, there's a different connection I make with Permacal as opposed to male. Now. Most of the man when they were Permacal on it, the football connection strong at Permacal.
Right.
Very, very strong. You see what I'm saying to you? And most of we connect. Well, the program, the podcast start because I feel they want to talk about football. Because the members of the football feel on the ball. But that's a
Well,
main thing.
more in that time, you see, most of the people who I knew leave Pembrokeshire like shortly after that, you know.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Right,
A lot of
Yes,
right,
people
most of
right.
left
them
in the
emigrated.
70s.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people
Yeah,
migrated in the early
yeah,
70s. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
man. A lot of people left in the
Yeah,
70s.
that is true.
Because the Simpsons left, the Neats left, I think the Watkins girls left too.
Yeah,
No, they were there for a while.
them did left for a
They
while
were
now.
there for
Yeah.
a while because they were working at
I
JPS.
remember them. They were at the top of Calvert Avenue on the left hand side. Yes, I know exactly where
Yeah.
you talk. Yeah. Yeah. When Andy heard this program, or Jerry heard the program, I know exactly where I talk. Jerry Perkins. So yeah. Yeah. No. I was just curious. I would say to really go back to Jamaica half not all then.
Not that
You
often.
don't have no reason to. And your son,
Well, my son is the person who mainly him go Jamaica all the while.
him love it still.
Him, my
Is he
son
in New
loves him.
York? Is in New York?
No, he is the reason why I live in Florida because he lives in Florida.
Oh,
He has
Okay.
okay.
always lived in Florida since he came to college.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
came to Barry University, and then he
Okay.
has always been here. And
Yeah.
he didn't like New York. Period. He
Yeah.
visited New
A
York
lot
a
of
few times, but he don't like New York.
yeah, man. A lot of when you come Florida, it's hard for say like New York after you come to Florida.
And the cold weather thumper talk it out clear because me,
It's a cool weather plus it's flat, don't you, man? It's hard for like Florida, you know. Other than the weather and the park, them, you know. A lot of
yeah.
people don't like oh, it's so flat.
I mean
Nothing.
Florida.
Yeah, man, flat.
Yeah, what the way that alone sell me. The flatness I mean up to me.
Me too. I that sell me too. I come here one time, come visit my brother. And from I come, I say, what the hell may I do in New York, man?
You know the cold. When the winter come on, you know.
Yeah.
Well, me like Florida. Me like Florida. Since I come to Florida, to tell the truth, I've been back to New York a few times for business. But
Yeah.
in terms of I'm at Florida for living, I am much more competent. Since I come to Florida, I sleep so well. I
Yeah.
sleep so well.
Mm.
Believe you me.
Yeah.
I'm a person who normally, I mean, I will get up and go to the gym like 4:30 in the morning, fine. But I find that like on a Saturday or a Sunday when I'm not going, I can sleep in late
Yeah,
and don't feel no way.
yeah.
Really enjoy sleeping in late in Florida. I tell you the truth, I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And can I tell you, I have much more outdoor activities to do in Florida than I did in New York.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's here in Florida. It's available. It's just you have to take it up, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
do,
Yeah,
man.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Florida
in
nice,
South
man. I love
Florida,
Florida.
Annette.
Huh?
You're in South Florida?
Yes, that's what you call it.
Yeah, don't you South
I'm in Coral Springs. Is
You're in
that
Coral
South Florida?
Springs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's South Florida?
Yes,
Yeah,
Annette.
yeah.
Yeah, I said right. The whole anywhere from Palm Beach go on to South Florida. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So we don't
Ah,
differentiate. You have Palm Beach, Broward County, Miami. All of this are
mhm.
South. As a matter of fact, for you, when the one up on the top, the name Thumper, Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie. All of that
Yeah.
come now, we consider that South Florida, yeah. And when me live in Orlando, Central Florida, so yeah.
Oh, that's how it works. I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
man, no,
So
yeah.
I just put it in the GPS and gone, but
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
But when I'm,
But I enjoy. You see, I enjoy it in Florida. In my neighborhood, I feel pretty safe.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just feel pretty like on my street, it's like 13 houses on the street here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I tell you a joke? Boy, I'm telling you. I had lunch with this friend of mine from Jamaica who used to live in Norbrook.
Yeah.
close by me. We're buddies in Jamaica. And I told her I was looking for properties in Florida, and she told me where she lived. I never made note of it, because she's more friend of my friend who still live in Jamaica, but
Yeah.
we all hang out together. So I moved on, but I never said anything to anybody because when you're doing things, you make it complete before you say anything to people, start running off your mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure everything go through before you say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I called my friend in Jamaica and I said, oh my God, I need to call her and tell her that I move and my address. So I
Mm-hmm.
call her and tell her, I move and where my address is. She said, oh, I think Faith might live close to you. When she tell me Faith address, when I go to my window and stand up and look through the window, where do you think Faith live?
Across
Mm-hmm.
the street.
Immediately in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Immediately in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
when they see this person moving in and don't know who it is, so no, so everybody on the street know me now because Faith live on here for a long time. They say, oh, that's my good friend from Jamaica, so we have a good neighbor. So I just fit in
Mm-hmm.
immediately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
No
I'm
man.
immediately I'm welcomed in the community because
Mm-hmm.
okay, yes, this is Faith's good friend from Jamaica. She's
Yeah.
okay.
So Lance, Coral Springs it was one of the top communities to live
Well,
in the
I don't know
80s.
about Cherry Garden at Fort
Oh yeah?
Lauderdale.
Yeah, Coral Springs was it had the best schools, you know. When people moved to Florida, Coral Springs was the place to be.
And that
Okay.
closer to
It
Palm
was
Beach, County Tampa.
all over Florida. That because of the school system. The
Okay.
school system was one of the tops in the entire United States.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and so and it just developed over time, and got just expanded over time. Because when I moved here, there was still a lot of vacant land
Yeah.
in
Mm-hmm.
Coral Springs, and then they annex a piece of it that goes into Parkland.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Okay.
and
Yes.
so yeah, so
So
yeah,
it's a
man.
Coral Spring is not a geographic location. It depends.
Yeah, it's a geographic location. Yeah.
Okay, so where it is that matter in terms of
All
way?
right. You see, I'm in Sunrise,
Yeah,
so
in
where
North at
we are, and
Sunrise?
we're at the place where we're at the events. And that's Plantation. You
Yeah.
go a little bit north of Plantation, you get to Margate, and then you get to Coral Springs.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to work at Coconut Creek, which is Sample Road and
Right.
Lions Road.
Yeah, yeah,
I used to
yeah.
Mhm.
work right there for years for a builder,
Yeah.
right there.
My office is in Sunrise. That's where my office is.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
Concord Terrace. That's where my office is in Sunrise.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. So you really don't go back to Jamaica. See, that was what used to happen with me too. When I go back, I never ventured into Pembroke.
Hmm.
Never really ventured because everyone that I knew
At
had
left.
left,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Exactly. I don't know nobody there.
So I never ventured back there until I know getting involved. Once I got involved with this project, and then, meeting up with Birdie and Preg, some, past residents.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
spend more time there now.
A promo card,
okay.
may go back
I
down.
spend more time going down there now.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, man.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And see what we can do, how we can help the community.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is the whole idea what we are trying to on it. And I have really, but we, not I, we really appreciate you coming and join us back and even contribute. I love that, and we're going to do it more, and more people come in because, honestly, I try to give back to the community. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Not,
And one of the things what we should do in Alliance, now that we have it, as I told you, I got Annette's business card. We should start, once we finish up some of these, we should start bringing on some of these people like Annette who are still active in their business, what they're doing,
mm-hmm.
and let them have promote them on the websites and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Once we have
yeah.
the website going, because people are still out there having they're still practicing in their careers and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
if we can help them, we should really
Yeah,
make them
yeah,
come on
when you schedule that, it's like we
and
have a business opportunity meeting or something like that.
for different
Yeah, for
people,
different
yeah.
people come and ask questions. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We do that for the George. As I tell you, I was very involved with. I was the president of the George's Old Boys of Florida for a number of years. But we do that. That's what we do. And if when we do things, we're always promoting the different people that are still active. Mostly accounting firms, people that have their own insurance agencies or their brokerage firm
Mhm.
or,
Mhm.
things like that. So mainly the sole practitioners,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that are trying to do different things. We try to help them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take, you just give them another front, another place to promote themselves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps the community, it helps us talk about things,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and,
yeah.
and,
And
and,
have to
and stuff.
educate the community and let them know
Exactly
Yeah,
what
what
yeah,
is
to do.
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
What is out there, man. Yep.
I would just
Yep.
start. We just start. So it's not like that,
Yeah.
and it can only grow
Yeah.
from here, So
Yeah.
and people
Yep.
like Annette come in who live at Permacal for 5. Some will live up like me, Annette live at Permacal for 40 years. From 64 to
Yeah.
so some will live and some will still there. Our roots still live at
Yeah.
Permacal. A lot of people still live there.
And
Jackie
Jackie's
still live at
still there.
Permacal. That I win some younger sister.
Oh yes, yes. Jackie is still there and Colin. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Killer, yeah.
Roots, roots,
Roots,
right,
yeah,
roots,
roots.
roots.
Killer still live at
Yeah.
Permacal. So yeah, the connection is still there, man. The community has
Yeah, man, the
changed.
connection is still there.
The community has changed in a whole heap of ways. It's like, it just, when you go there, it look different. When last time I was down here about 2 years ago, and I walk through the place, and like you, I don't really see nobody who I know. I find a couple of people, and I go check Prince. He was alive at the time, the fish man, Albert. I go check him around at the yard, and where him live. I'm the kind of sister boy, yeah. Because fish tank them deteriorate a whole heap thumper, like him couldn't maintain them as it was. Probably never have the
Yeah.
energy. So it was a
Yeah.
pity when me see how it run down and all of it. But I life that. Everything go
Yeah.
on paper. Not everything goes on forever. Life change. One thing you guarantee
Yeah.
about in life, change will come. So Annette, believe it or not, we're there for 90 minutes and then we're only for much longer. But I have to ask you, what your best memory of Permacal you take from where you ever tell you? Permacal memories at that. What you remember the most when Permacal come to your mind?
I learned to cook the stew peas.
Yeah, really and truly, in terms of development, becoming a woman,
Yeah.
right? Really and truly, those years were very important because like my association with like especially Mrs. Simpson,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that I was able to meet her. We met up with her like 2 weeks ago. Went up with Maxie
Wow.
after the
Oh,
event.
I saw the
After
picture.
yeah,
I
went
saw the
up with
picture,
Maxine and
yes.
with some.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes, I saw the
yes,
Jackie the
pictures.
post picture
yes,
there.
yes,
Okay, nice,
Yes.
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
And I am happy I was able to meet up with her. She's still alive
Yeah.
because
Nice.
that woman, she taught me a lot
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in terms of you know those stuff. Keeping a I learned a lot of stuff from my mother, but I used to
Yes.
spend a lot of time with Miss Simpson. In fact, guess what? I went to Vidal Sassoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to beauty school at Vidal Sassoon because after I finished my MBA, I said, I want to do something to just relax, something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I want to do a business that I read. That's why I opened the boutique. I want to get my hair done, get my body massage, get my nails done, look beautiful, and
Mm-hmm.
just enjoy life for a few years. And can I tell you what happened? And I did just that
Mm-hmm.
because I went to Vidal Sassoon after my MBA. I spent a few weeks, I spent a month in LA,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right, doing a beauty course before I opened the salon. Because when I opened that salon, these girls thought that, you open your business and I believe that if I'm gonna do a business, I should know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I should be trained to do it. That's my
Right.
belief.
Mm-hmm.
So when I opened this shop, I was trained. I was more trained than any stylist that I employed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what happened now? I remember when I just opened the shop, like about a month, I had some stylists working with me. And guess what happened? One Sunday, Sunday's a heavy day. Everybody decided not to come to work.
Mm-hmm.
And the appointment book was full. So I had to run the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
think they believed they were going to flop my show,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't know me well enough.
Mm-hmm.
So when I realized what happened, I got on the phone. The woman who trained me was Camille Hines at the time. And Camille had a girl named Audrey who used to work with her. So I called up Audrey and I said, Audrey, I have a problem at the shop. You have to lend me your girls. You have to come down and help me. And also come down, man, and all those girls come down and help me, who we went to school with. And we run the shop this Sunday. You see the Monday? Sunday evening when I go home, I call. You know, you have to have resources. I call the builder and I say, look here, I need to do some stuff. I need to come down to the shop. I'm going to change all these stations and I want it done immediately. I want to come and work on the shop immediately. I'm going to change the whole organization that I have here. I'm going to rent stations now. So immediately the Monday now, yeah, I had the workmen come in and I'm fixing the stations. And this is a new business now. I don't want to be employing any stylists again. I'm going to rent the stations. As of next week, you're going to rent a station from me. If you can't rent, you got to go.
Yeah, run up
One of my clients, this
yeah.
guy was coming from Paris. Marshall was coming from Paris, big stylist from Paris. I say, she hooked me up with him. I said, okay, I'm going to rent him a station in the boutique. And I promoted him. And I rented the station can I tell you, it was the best decision I ever made. I just separated the boutique and separated the salon. I said, this is how I'm going to get you guys started. I'm going to give you all the products that I have. This is yours. So I gave everybody a station, separate the station, put on lock and key, everybody have the station. You're going to start paying me rent as of next week. Oh, Miss Blair, I said, well, you got to go. Got to get a different style. So I'd advertise and get somebody else. And can I tell you, it worked like a charm.
Yeah, man,
I didn't have to stay there waiting to lock up shop and waiting for people to, no. I could lock the boutique, go home, and leave them there to lock up and go because I had a full service salon.
Yeah, you know what?
On property was we had a laundry on property. Okay, we had a kitchen on property. I'm providing lunch. I'm coming from corporate, you know. So I'm trying to treat these people like people, okay, like what I'm used to. So I am saying you can come in early in the morning. If you have an appointment, you can have breakfast. I have a helper there, and she's looking after things and stuff. And I'm paying for that. Could you believe this?
Yeah.
The gall of these people saying that I'm charging, they're paying me $2 to just buy gas, and so I'm buying the food and everything. Miss Blair is selling them lunch. So I said, oh yeah? Okay, I'm going to see if I sell you lunch. So stop it. And I gave the helper, because the helper used to work at home too, and then she come to the shop. So I gave the helper the kitchen to run. So I said, this is your business. You sell your food, you do whatever. And can I tell you, everything was smooth sailing after that. Miss Blair, you don't want to start back with it. You know, you used to give us I said, you said I was charging. You said I was charging you for you were giving $2 help with the gas. And water, you said I was charging to buy your lunch.
That's
Pay
right.
Marva for the lunch.
That's right.
You flip the table upon them, Annette, because what you do is you change from an employee to business.
Exactly.
A franchise you run and an employee are the best thing that you ever do.
Yes. And can I tell you, that was the best decision I made. Best decision. And that business was very lucrative.
Yeah.
Worked very well. I had clients, because the Pegasus used to send clients to me. Wyndham used to send clients to me. Courtly used to send clients to me. And can I tell you, I had clients flying in from Chicago to come get them here relax. Every time they come relax. I had our Count Prince Miller coming from England. Every time them come, have to come to the shop and get him nails done. And get him body massage and stuff. Okay? To work out that Count Prince Miller, know my cousin who was editor of the Gleaner in England. It's just such a small world. Well, so Rodney, that I know your cousin. So when I'm going to tell my cousin, man, your cousin have the loveliest salon down in Jamaica, they have to come see what's going on here.
Yeah. Then be a good write up in the paper in the UK. Yeah,
Lord. Yeah, man. No, you see, so yeah, man, life is good. Can't complain.
Yes, that is true.
But Pembroke was like that for Halloween, on it. It was like a community where you
I
can
can say, you know, here's what happened. You asked me about it, my memories in Pembroke. I've only pleasant memories. As I said, it wasn't go about, but in terms of the relationships that I built.
Yeah.
And it was like my formative years in terms of an adult.
Yeah.
Coming into adulthood.
Yeah.
Right.
That really kind of groomed me. I can't forget that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Pembroke was that special community for all of we. I don't know if it changed after we leave, but for we grew up in a year time and the late 60s, early 70s, and we grew up in the 70s. And Tumpa, it was very special to us for the same reason. For the
Yeah,
same
man.
exact reason. The less we learn at Pembroke, I don't think I could have learned nowhere else. Because as a community, it wasn't the parents alone that grew. It was a community itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. The community.
Yeah.
People took care of
Yeah,
you.
man. You know, just like when you come on and all and the neighbor them around you. Every one of them. I same thing with me. I same thing with Tumpa. When Lance are there, come on, are the same thing. At the same thing. When Maxine and Winsome come on, are the same thing. They know everybody on the road. And they relate to everybody. After all these years, them still remember them members there. The Pembroke,
And some of them can beat you too. 'Cause I remember Mrs. Mitchell. Let me tell you.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a Derek
yeah,
Mitchell, mother.
Yeah, man, I misbehave one day. I come home, man. And Mrs. Mitchell give me 2 conk in my head, and then by the time he reach home, man, my sister give me some more, man.
Them here already. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, misbehave, man.
The news crash reach before you reach up Tumpa, and I said, the boy Tumpa misbehaving them.
Misbehave, man. Everybody.
Anyway, this was a blast. But let me ask you and Tumpa Fenny, close remark before I close out the program here tonight. This was very good, Annette, and I am happy that I talk to you, get the invitation, and you come on and we'll finally make the conversation happy. And you never hesitate. It's one thing with Annette, Tumpa, we may ask Annette never hesitate, you know. And I see why. Annette just believing like myself and just talking what she want into existence. She say yes, and she ready. I'm glad you come on, Annette. But any closing remark?
I'm happy, man. Happy. I'm really happy to hook up with everybody. It's really, really good. Really good.
Yeah, man. And any closing remark on it for the Pembroke people might hear this conversation, especially the one that who's shy for come on. But them know say it easy and on a big thing. Why not send a message to somebody, especially the female them. That's why I'm glad you come on to. A lot of females have been shying away for come on. So send them a message to me on it and tell them say it's not a big deal.
Yeah. No problem. No problem, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to link up, and we gotta keep in touch. All right?
Yeah,
Call me
man.
anytime.
Yeah.
No problem.
And Tony, any closing remark?
Yes, I just want to, say thank you to Annette for joining us on this conversation, and good to learn each other's history and our relationship with Pembroke Hall and see where we are right now and see how we can continue helping our community there in Pembroke
And give
Hall.
back, right? The community give a whole heap of the young. We actually create us. All the way there now, we are what we are because of we grew up in a Pembroke Hall. We can't say that.
Exactly.
We can't say that, Annette. We can't say that. So, Annette, before we go, I have one quick last question to ask you. Were you related to the most famous Blair them up Jamaica? The Reverend Hera Blair? Are you related?
Not that I know of.
Okay. That come on him at the next fella, but me have to ask to
Yeah, not that I know of, yeah.
Don't buy no Blair them up.
They come from a different side of the country.
Yeah. Let me close out the program then. So anyway, I'm gonna close out. Annette, Blair, Rudolph, Tumpa, Tony Kamika, this is me. Glester, Lance, Jelly, our Prince. And I forget how I name them. Because some people know me as different name. No matter whether Pembroke or Pembroke, most people at Pembroke know me as Lance. Glester, the birth certificate name, but very few people at Pembroke know that. It was a real pleasure, Annette. It was a real pleasure. Thank you for coming on. I enjoyed this.
It was a pleasure, guys. Really and truly. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, man.
Look forward to our next get together, all right?
Yeah, man, we'll do.
Yeah,
So,
man.
as I always
Thanks,
close the
Annette.
program, yeah?
Yes,
Bobby,
thanks.
I don't
Blessings.
know if you know Bobby Fire, Annette, but Bobby Fire was a coach of football team. He used to live on Pembroke Drive. He usually close and say, and the ball, Pembroke.
Okay.
Your brother might know him. Your brother might know Bobby Fire.
Yeah,
Brother.
no, him know everybody. When I call, say, yeah, man, no guy.
Yeah, man. And I will reach out to you and send me your brother number. Let me try to get some to come tell me film Pembroke.
Okay.
I'm curious
Nice.
to know that. Yeah, man.
I shall.
Yeah, man. All right, Annette,
cool.
thanks. All
All
right,
right,
Tumpa,
guys.
cool. Thanks,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
Bless
Stay in touch.
Bless
Okay,
you.
cool.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Pembroke Members Podcast. And remember to give us all the support you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. A special thanks to my production manager Cameron Wright who takes care of everything in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, I would not be able to do what I love doing, having memorable conversations with Pembroke members. Thank you. So, we're looking forward for your the whole of Pembroke members. So, email us at pembrokemembers@gmail.com and contact us and join the conversation. Come share your own Pembroke members. Thank you. So, remember to like, share, and subscribe these Pembroke members conversations so neither you nor your friend can miss another episode. Thanks. The views expressed by guests on this podcast are their own, and their appearances on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. While we will not add statements made by a guest, we reserve the right to exclude statements or remarks that might be considered inflammatory. Thank you.